Okay, so I got a Bosch 12 volt light here. I'm going to show you how to make this thing spark, weld, any of that resistant. Hey, Darren Campbell with Confident Home Solutions, licensed general contractor, builder, remodeler in North Carolina. I wish I would have thought of this sooner. You know, anybody that's sandblasting, welding, anybody that has a protective screen in front of their face, you already know, you should know where I'm going right now. I guess I'm slow. It took me a few years to figure it out. Actually, I just thought of it this past week. So I needed to use our Bosch lights up underneath a Jeep that I was welding, putting a lift kit in it, one of our Jeeps, and doing some of that work underneath of it. And I was like, man, I wish I could get the Bosch lights up there. They're really compact, got a magnet. I could get in there, rotate while I'm welding. I'm like, no, I'm not going to use it because it's going to ruin the face of them. Those things are expensive. And it was when I was over to the welding shop picking up some new shields, I picked up some extra ones. Oh, when I got back to the garage, I was like, you know, I wonder if I could cut them and tape them onto the face. That's what you got right there. It may not be the prettiest looking thing, but it works. Now, here's the leftover. Now, they offer these. This right here was $1 per. These actually came right from Airgas, but you know, I think Harbor Freight sells their version. But it's $1 a piece, and they offer different sizes. Now, I took this out of I cut a larger one in half, so I can actually cover two of these. It's still a little bit wide, so it actually needs to be cut down through there. It looks like, how much needs to come off there? Half inch. Okay. So let's take it off. I'm just gonna eye it because this doesn't have to be perfect. Looks like about a half inch right there. Now, I bought they offer different thicknesses of this. I don't know what this is. If it's, I don't think it's Lexan. What does it say it is? Polycarbonate. Carbonate? This is a 1 mil thickness. You know, the cool thing about this is this will actually work for like mechanics. You know, constantly shoving their cordless lights up. Probably could be trimmed a little bit more. Let me trim a little bit more off the edge of that, off the top edge. That way it's not protruding. And you know, let's say they're always rubbing up against their engine, chassis, what have you. And this would for just a couple dollars and some tape, they could swap this out occasionally and have a new light. That'll work right there. I ain't gonna do a fancy job. That ain't gonna work. Now this is gonna affect my mechanism rotating, so I gotta cut it short. But you know, here's the thing, you're like, well, mine's bigger, Darren. They have a bunch of different styles there hanging on the wall. And for what it cost, and you basically would be saving your lens, I'm annoyed that I did not think about this sooner. That's just dumb on my part. It would not surprise me all my... I do this to all our lights. And see, I don't care now. about shoving this up against something, banging around, rubbing against there. I'm not gonna care. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know, hopefully you guys do, but I've had that done for a few days. You saw how quick I just did that one. It's $1 and some tape, and I was able to do 2 lights. I don't have any of the bigger lights here. You would be able to cut that even with a, go down there and trace it around, even if you had a circular, like the DeWalt Milwaukee, they all have them. You could circle around there, and I think that 1 mil right there, you could cut with scissors. I think it's pliable that it wouldn't crack. So if you like this, hit subscribe, notification button. That's what we do. We share what we learn, and we don't hold it in, because I feel our biggest competitor is the one that you see in the mirror. So, all right, see you in the next video.